is going to be Diddy, obviously. A bigger loser than Diddy? A bigger loser than Diddy in 2024. Drake. Oh. Mm. Ah. I'm trying to enjoy life in 2025 too. Well, let me get off here because I am live trying to get together these topics. So we're having an open forum. But I can't wait to watch the episode, and congratulations on your well-earned win. Okay, bye, hon. All right, I was on live with Chris. Chris won the Big Brother event that he did tonight on live. Oh, so who wants to shimmy on in the room? We have to talk about what the top stories of 2024 were. So let's just go through the list in the year in review. We started off the year. Hold on. We started off the year January 2nd. Who remembers what happened? Who remembers? Aaron in the live. Do you remember what happened? What started this year off January 2nd?
No, I'm sorry. I'm a little brain dead from Disneyland.
That's okay. You are a trooper. You just came from a full day at Disneyland.
Yes, because I needed to be. I needed to be in some good company.
I was gonna say it's now time for some good adult talk.
Yes.
It was Funky Dineva leaving Fox Soul.
Oh, you mean blowing it up?
Yeah, blowing up. What was that show called? TGIF.
Blew it up. Yep. Him and Al, really, how it shook out.
Joyce! Joyce! Oh my, that's right. This is the year we got Al Riddle. Joyce! I'm sick of you, Joyce! Let me tell you something, Joyce! 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 We had him yelling in the camera at Joyce.
Temper
we have behind the scenes tea that we can't talk about, but wow. And it seemed like a grillion years ago, yet it's been the story that's kind of followed all through the year, where he left in January at the top of the year, just walked out. And then they had the rotating guest hosts, and my hat was thrown in the ring. Everybody was like, well, why doesn't Alex go on the show? And we knew, and then we found out because God was keeping me from some mess. God was trying to keep my reputation unbesmirchified. And, Armand came on the show and
got exercised.
And then we really saw, who was the problem and why the show fell apart.
And Gremlins. Gremlins that backstabbed each other and played games. Because, Funky said that he told Armand exactly how to play it, but he didn't let Armand know that Al was a snake in the grass.
And for all of them to be making the money that they were making, and it's the start of the year, and y'all ain't got shit to show from that. A successful show for 4 years. Y'all made $1 million in salary and could have made $1 million more, and you fucked it up over what?
Joyce.
Over Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was how the year started. I forgot that it happened that long ago, because it just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, it did.
Wow. Let's see. Yeah. And that was the story all through January. Let's see. Now we're scrolling through. Let's see. That's when we had receipts, timelines, proof, evidence, because Salt Lake City was ending.
Yeah.
And we had the reunion.
Crazy Monica.
Yeah, that was Monica, along with the worst season of Atlanta that we've ever had.
What even happened? I literally just tried to Rolodex in my mind.
What happened on last season of Atlanta? Nobody can remember. Floridian Secrets.
Oh, that's right. And Thai Secrets, Mimi Faust, X.
Yes.
And Candy's had it, and that's right.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Yep, because Candy quit February 4th. Breaking news. Let's see. This was also the year of Keith Lee.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I think this was the year of Keith Lee, and the year of last year was the year of Tabitha. This was the year of Keith Lee.
I think that and you know what? I was gonna, as you know, we the time didn't work out because of the plane delay, but we were gonna eat at Easy Street Burger when you came down to do Kempire show, because as Keith Lee has said, I can personally attest, the Easy Street Burger in Los Angeles is delicious. It is.
Also, shout out to Kempire. Shout out to Kempire for the opportunity and for the bonus.
Oh yes, shout out to Kempire.
Let's see what is we'll that is I guess is another story of the year, but we'll get to that. Let's see. Well, Portia coming back to Housewives of Atlanta. She was cast February 6th.
When did she file for divorce?
That's a great question.
2 weeks later, right?
Yeah, must have. Yep, must have been 2 weeks later. Well, wait, no, because let's see, February 15th, they were going to be on the show showing their new fabulous life, private planes and $1 million homes. And yeah, let's scroll on and see when she filed that divorce. Let's see. Yeah. February 20th was when Simon's fraud started showing up.
Oop. Okay. See, and soon after, Portia's petition showed up.
And then February 22nd, we were wondering if Kenya was going to be coming back, because they hadn't announced it yet. But then February 23rd, oh my God. Oh, we also forgot about another big winter story. And I wonder what this year's big winter story is going to be. Because every winter, sometime in January, February, or March, when we are just sitting in the house waiting for the weather to break, we ain't got shit to do. There is some viral story, be it Zola's story, or like last year, who was it? The name that was on everybody's lips for a good month. She was the
Ms. Netta?
No. That's this summer. We ain't there yet.
I jumped. I know.
Risa Tisa.
Oh, that's right.
Risa Tisa was for that moment, and like she got signed with CAA, like she crossed her eyes, and we're gonna see her again because now I've noticed her like in TikTok commercials, and I'm like, good for her, good for her. Take that 15 minutes and turn it into an hour.
Take those 50 billion TikToks and turn it into a commercial.
Yes. The year of Club Shay. We will get to Club Shay Shay.
In the tight sweats.
But oh my God, yes, it was Risa Tisa. So February 23rd, Portia.
Who did I marry?
Yeah, who did I marry? Portia files for divorce.
Hearts are breaking.
And then February 27th, Diddy's dirt. I think that's when Diddy's dirt broke. Yep, that's when Diddy's dirt broke. And that's when I was on March 1st is when I was on Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion.
The first one.
The first one. Let's see. Then we've got Oscar, Vanity Fair. So now we're in March. So around this time, Cat Williams has done a special predicting. Actually, I think that also happened in January where he was, just spouting
on Club Shay Shay.
Yes,
is that when he? Because I will say. No, that was a blow up. Cat Williams broke the internet with his. You got to tell him no. About Diddy. When Diddy, you got to tell him no. Yeah. So that interview sent shockwaves, reverberating. So whoever brought up Club Shay Shay, that is true, because that Cat Williams interview, like. Blue, everybody up.
Yeah, that interview was incredible. And that put Club Shay Shay on the map.
It sure did. It put it as a destination place to tell something. You got to tell him no. I'll never get over that.
Yeah, that. And then just everything coming out about it. Let's see. So let's keep scrolling. What else happened? Let's see. Anna Marie got fired.
That's not news.
March 23rd, Karen got her DUI.
Oh, Karen in the tree.
Let's see. March 25th, Candace and Rob fired. Candace and Rob the Throb fired.
Did Candace get fired or did she leave?
Well, Candace left. Rob the Throb was fired.
I feel like Candace said to Bravo, before you even say anything to me, I'm going to have this baby off season.
Let's see. March 26th was the day I ordered an enchilada and got baked tacos.
That's a bookmark day.
A bookmark day. I forgot about that. Let's see. March 27th, Diddy's drug mule was arrested.
Oh, on the plane.
Let's see. What else? What else as we scroll through? This is the year that the Carlos King shows became unwatchable and his obsession with Bravo became untenable.
I hate the way he breaks his shows up with these mid-season, this and that, like, and then we're not going to be on for a couple weeks, and then, but nope.
It makes it difficult to follow because you're being cheap.
Yep. Oh, I have a sneeze that just doesn't want to happen. Oh,
that's weird. Teddy Mellencamp entered her Nat era. Traders became that girl.
yeah.
Traders became the reality show that we all wanted to see.
It became appointment television.
Yes. June 8th is when Kenya had her spa faux pas.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that was all through June. Oh God. Then in June we also had Jason Lee throwing that Impact Award for Jonathan Major to cry on Iyanla Van Zant's Big Bosoms on Stage for his Perseverance Award.
Right.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Let's see. Oh, Al Reynolds suing in June 17th after
You know what? I would just play the Joyce video. I would play the Joyce video to Al and be like, "You're gonna sue for what?"
Justin Timberlake's DUI, June 18th.
Well, nobody cared that it ruined the tour.
Well, I don't think it ruined the tour.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said to the cop. This is gonna ruin the tour. And the cop's like too young to know who he is. The cop's like,
what tour?
Yeah, like, what are you, a roadie?
Oh God! You know what else this was the year of? The Reality Reckoning.
Oh God! And look at where that is.
It came and went like a fart, and really, it's like, okay, Brandy, you got handsy, but it really seems like, Caroline, you just don't want to answer to the fact that you were making out with a woman and it got caught on camera.
I'm sorry, whatever. Yeah, I mean, like, and you know what? I'm just gonna say this, especially with the way Brandy's face is looking these days. Like, I know she's a hot mess, but Bravo literally brought her on because of her antics from the one before. And I just think the state that she is in and all that, I think it's sad. Like, some people may say karma. I think she's a hot mess express, but I don't think this doesn't feel like karma. Having a deformed face, I don't know. I just think the whole way that Bravo has handled that whole debacle is not good. I don't like it. We have no show. We have no settlement. Brandy has no face. Like, come on. We got nothing here but bitterness.
Yeah.
On everybody's side.
I mean, I think Leah's lawsuit has been thrown out.
Oh, someone throw her out. I can't stand her. Like, get
and
out of here.
and Bethany proved herself to be nothing but annoying. And Nene went crawling back to NBC and got her little after show job. And
Yep.
so we're all waiting to see, will Nene ever do anything with NBC again? But you know, her working back with them, it's kind of like, well, you said this, but you back working there. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious in the Carlos King interview that Nene didn't necessarily, well, it seemed to me like Nene still stands behind the fact that there was some BS going on, which I believe, entertainment sucks. But I also, at the same time, I caution any housewife to sue unless you have something slam dunk, because look at Nene. Nene probably wishes she hadn't gotten litigious and gotten blackballed for as long as she did. And she's
yeah.
still, like you said, crawling back to you.
And that's the thing. I feel like other networks don't want to touch her, but until like you get things right with NBC.
When you're litigious, you carry a mark.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, I don't want to get sued. I don't want to have to pay the lawyers. That comes out of this production's budget.
Yep.
So yeah, that
Well,
reality.
I think they also have insurance for things like this, but I think that you can get dropped by your insurance carrier if you become too large of a risk or a liability.
Yes.
So, I don't know I don't know if
Ooh. Also, I bet you your insurance company won't let you hire people that have sued before.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the production company takes on the insurance, because Bravo does like subcontract these reality shows to different production companies. Like Orange County is Evolution, um, and then Atlanta is something else. I forget the name. So anyway, I'm kind of rolling around in some boring ass details. But however, you sue, you're a big red flag.
Yep, you're a risk.
Yeah.
This was
Um,
also the year of Phaedra's return.
yeah.
She was on Married to Medical, Dancing with the Stock Trader. She had her comeback with Traders at the end
Yes.
of the year, going into the new year. Then she had Married to Medical, which she didn't give
Mhm.
much, but everybody was like, "Oh, thank God, Phaedra's on Bravo, Phaedra, Phaedra, Phaedra." Like,
No, yeah, far too underwhelming on Married to Medical. Far too underwhelming. But not on Traders. So bravo.
then it was also the year where everyone complained about Amanda Seals.
Oh,
It was the year where everybody, other than me, everybody was letting her ass have it left and right. Shit I had said years ago before I left New York, I'd already told her ass to calm down, but she don't want to listen to me. So then The Root said it, Essence said it, every black female publication came out and said it. And it's like, look, it was black women saying it. It wasn't white women. It wasn't white men. It wasn't black men. It was black women saying, look, we are strong and opinionated as well, but heifer, you doing too much. And now she got fired from a radio show at the end of the year.
the Society for Autism said shut up. I
Oh
mean,
God, I forgot about
okay.
that. I forgot.
How
She went
could
on
you?
Shay Shay. That's right, the year of Shay Shay. And she was definitely abrasive.
Yes.
We ain't gonna
Yep.
say aggressive, but we will say abrasive.
Yeah. No, because and I would say abrasive is accurate, because I wouldn't even necessarily call her, I mean, like it's not, I don't feel like it's necessarily aggressive. I just think she's very upset at someone for how they think of her, and that's everyone. So what do you do with that?
What do you do with it?
Not much,
Tis,
apparently.
tis the season for bacon wrapped scallops.
Oh, that's nice.
Trader Joe's, $9.99. But did she lie on Nene? No. No, she did not. Okay, let's keep scrolling. So now we're in July. Ashanti and Nelly got back together. Oh, back in July, there were rumors about Remy Ma being single. And now we're seeing that her and Papoose are pretty much done. And I say, child, she's been half the relationship in prison.
Just tell each other to cheat in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And tell her to stop threatening professional boxers.
I mean, but this
that
is Remy hot one to the gut, Ma.
I just thought of that after I said that, but like I still think that girl she was talking to, or clapping at, could kick her booty.
That's true, because she can't have a weapon as a felon.
That's right. Well, she also can't have really great taste either, because we saw who she was accused of cheating with at the battle rap. And remember, wasn't it like a poor man's papoose?
Oh, a poor man's papoose? Papoose
Yeah.
is already a poor man's papoose.
I'm telling you, shabby
Damn.
second. Some people have a type, I guess, and those men require hats in her type.
Damn. Oh, we had one of the most fabulous short-lived shows, and it's never coming back. Well, it might come back with just different people. The Auntie podcast on Zeus. That was just 41 minutes of brown liquor fun that I wish they could have brought back, but Tokyo Tony was going to come to blows with them other girls. I'm like, why couldn't you just do it with Tia and Charlissa? But I think, honestly, Tia and Charlissa wasn't getting along either.
I don't see how any of those women would last. One of them, the three of their temperaments.
Let's see. August 10th is when Angry Al Reynolds dropped.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Okay. Because Funky left. Armand had his 6 months of not working out. And then yes, okay.
Auntie podcast. Oh God, Jennifer and her lying tenderoni.
Oh yes, $250,000 in restitution, or something like that.
Yes.
As much as the wedding costs, but not really. And then he violated parole for going out of the state and got caught on Instagram stories.
Oh God, I forgot he was that stupid.
Yeah.
That's real stupid.
Everybody's stupid. She still married him. Stupid.
Yeah,
Well, and I don't think that the Ponzi scheme that he was recently running has even really caught up with him yet. I bet you that's still, the DA is going to collect evidence or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think the shenanigans are over. They're just quiet for the moment.
Deliverance came out August 31st. I feel like that movie came out 5 minutes ago, and that was August. And we damn near at the end of December. And wow, time is just flying by. I should be younger.
Glenn Close showed us she had it in her. She gave us a whole new insult in a whole new way. It was an old insult, but in a whole new way. Some nappy peas.
We will be laughing at that one forever.
So it's just so strange. Yep. To see her like that.
Oh, God. Oh. Then we had one of the best seasons of Housewives of OC with John Jansen and Alexis Bellino. There's the door, Shannon Bedore. At least I will say I'm so glad that both of them, they really thought they were going to do something, and all they did was become hated.
Yeah, they did. They just made it like, here. There's no effort. It's super easy. The hatred will flow from you, even if you're a kind person. It'll be fun. You won't feel bad. You'll be laughing, and it's good.
There's the door, Shannon Bedore.
And there was no door. They were outside. It's like there's plenty of other confrontational times to pull that line out if you really want to use it. Although it's not like that shit really rhymes. There's the door, Shannon, Bador. You're just saying door, dum dum. But anyway.
Yes, she was cooking. And then John Jansen trying to be this good guy. It's like, you're a piece of shit.
Yep. Honestly, if that man truly wanted to redeem himself, he would just shut the hell up and just let it die down, because nobody would even be thinking about anything that he did if he just got a nice cup of shut the hell up. Because either Shannon's gonna turn a corner and a new leaf on life, or she's gonna have another disaster in a year or two or something, and then everybody will look in the rear view, and if Johnny J had shut his trap, he'd look like a saint.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's like, if you're just quiet, you got to let people tell on themselves.
Well, for those that watch The Valley, because that's coming back up, Kristen used to date James Kennedy from Vanderpump Rules, and she said back then that he was physically abusive. There was a scene on camera where there was an altercation between the two of them, but did anybody give a shit while they kept employing James? No. And then just recently, what happened? He was arrested for DV. Now everybody's looking in the rear view because Kristen wrote about an abusive ex in her book. She didn't say him by name, but everybody knew who. And now he looks, you know what I mean? Redemption.
Yep.
So, but thank you for being very easy to dislike and make fun of, Johnny J and Alexis.
This was also the year of The Valley.
Yeah.
It was the end of Vanderpump Rules, because nobody cared about season 11. Honestly, the end of New Jersey.
True. The end of things. The end, the pause, the indefinite pause.
Yeah.
The end of Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, Well, that never really got started. It was just there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Jersey really did implode itself, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. When we've got Dolores screaming the C word, it's jumped the shark.
I know, right? It just feels like it had in general.
And
Marge
also,
and
like,
go ahead.
go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, side note, Marge and Dorinda were trying to do a tour, like the Trace, like the Dos Amigas, you know what I mean? But they ended up pissing each other off on Jeff Lewis and quit and canceled.
Mm-hmm. In New York, I saw it.
Yeah, which is hilarious. Not everyone can do it, ladies. Oh, that's another thing. The year of the former housewives starting a podcast together.
Oh, God, yes.
The randoms.
The Forgotten.
Yep.
Cynthia Garn say, once a housewife, always a housewife. Maybe for you, not for Crystal.
No, yeah. Honestly, Cynthia can say that because isn't she coming back on Atlanta as like a friend, or like as a visitor? And I hope she always will because I love her. She didn't leave on bad terms. Crystal was some ugly leather pants.
Exactly. Crystal, you didn't have a story, and you never had a story.
No.
Crystal, they wanted some color on the show, and they couldn't, like, that's what I'm getting, that they were like, look, we want more ethnic women on this show, and that pool was smaller. And according to your friends or your ex-friends, you might have even tainted that pool to make it even smaller so you'd get on the show. And I also feel like you strong-armed Bravo into giving you like a 3-year contract. I think that you already had a guaranteed 3 years when you signed.
I think Crystal was always too guarded about what she was going to say. It was always too strategic, and she made too many choices like to play it safe. And then when she tried to be more explosive the last season, the last couple of episodes, like in Spain when she was, or was it Portugal, she was yelling at people and stuff. It was like too little, too late.
Too much of her brother.
Yeah. Weirdly, yeah. And I think everybody thought they were getting a decent heavy hitter with the Rob Minkoff angle. And it's like, no, this is just not. No. You should have gotten that lady from the Bling Ring, or what was that? What it's called? Bling Dynasty. Thank you, Bling Dynasty, Bling Ring. I'm messing it all up, but the Bling one, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Christine Chu.
Thank you. Yes, she was ready to fight and has tons of money. Let's go. Tons of Beverly Hills attitude too. But yeah, Marlo and Sanya. Who else? Erica and Teddy, because Tamra and Teddy are doing their darned. Oh, it was the year of Teddy's horse affair.
Yes.
Making fetch happen. It was the year of you, Alex. It was the year of you making multiple appearances on Beverly Hills.
It was me and Teddy's year. Yeah. Oddly intertwined.
Making fetch happen. Think about it. You were, you made your appearance last November. So, it was and you were on you were on page 6. You were viral for your question. Then you were in the extended footage on Bravo from BravoCon. I saw you there. Then you were mentioned, as you said, on the reunion, and you were featured your bit was featured on the Peacock extended version of the reunion. Then you were on this season And then you were on the after show. You are now that man.
That man. Hey, Happy Sky.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, so I think it's interesting that PK is in communication with Kyle even though he's not in communication with his wife, and allegedly Mauricio and Dorit are talking to each other. So I think there's something going on there. I think Mauricio has feelings for Dorit and PK has feelings for Kyle.
I mean, we've seen Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. They partners did a do-si-do.
Do you? Yeah, but I don't see Kyle going for PK.
I don't see that either, but I could see Kyle not really caring that Dorit's with Mauricio. But I see Mauricio not wanting to be with Dorit, just wanting to enjoy Dorit.
I think Mauricio would be interested in Dorit and Kyle not so interested in PK, but PK pursuing Kyle. So yeah, maybe the PK pursuing Kyle wouldn't work out, but I think the Mauricio pursuing Dorit might work out. But I wonder if that's why Kyle is irritated with Dorit, because she knows that Mauricio has some sort of feelings for Dorit.
I could see that. I could see Kyle being pissed because she knows Mauricio slept with her.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, she knows something, or like she even knows that Mauricio just thinks something, feels some sort of way about Dorit that makes her irritated.
Well, I think the woman that Mauricio is dating looks somewhat like Dorit. So maybe Dorit's more his like natural type. I don't know. Sometimes that, people do that. They'll marry someone that's like not typically what they go for.
Yes, I think Dorit is what Mauricio's type actually is, and Kyle is what PK's type actually is, but maybe PK is not actually Kyle's type, but he's still going to give it a shot.
I think Teddy's Kyle's type.
Oh, that's Kyle's type.
I don't know. I think Kyle is going through some, she's very confused and she's going through some things, and she went through with it, whatever, with what's her name? We're not supposed to say her name.
Morgan.
But
I'm going to say her name, Morgan.
Morgan Wade.
Kyle don't run shit over here. She can say Bravo can appease her, but I don't.
Right. So I think she, felt her feelings for her, but I feel like it's because she was going through so much. She just got out of a marriage of like, what was it, 20 years, 30 years? So she was confused and she was there. Yeah, 28 years.
Now hold on. Now we can't infantilize white women. She didn't get out. She didn't like just stumble out of a door that was her 30-year marriage. She went and got with a woman and flaunted her in front of her husband and the cast and the audience, and then wanted to play coy while she was eating cooch.
Hold on. Now, okay, what's her name? I won't say her name. Is a very masculine energy. And
I'm sorry, I've been around I've been around all types of energies. I've never been confused.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it matters. I think it's that she became best friends with this person. And, she just felt feelings for this person. And it didn't matter what gender this person was. And it just happened. And, she was going through a divorce of 28 years, and it just happened.
The divorce hadn't started. They hadn't even talked about separation until after the music video had been filmed and Kyle had been parading this woman around.
I mean, I do think that you have a point in that Kyle found herself attracted to Morgan, and I don't think she was necessarily attracted to women before. I think this was an awakening. I think that she felt a strong attraction. Whatever happened between them, she gay baited the hell out of the audience, and I didn't appreciate it because she, she certainly had no problem being seen with paparazzi taking pictures of them all over the place and being provocative in her video and doing all of that, and then not wanting to really talk about it, which is her business, and no matter what, wherever they are now, I mean, I certainly don't want to force anybody to come out when they're not ready, but I just think that Kyle had no problem using the storyline to her advantage.
Exactly. It's like nobody wants to out you, but when you're outing yourself,
yeah,
you're doing all of these gay things when your leg up.
Another thing too, Morgan is younger than Farrah. Like, she's literally one of her daughter's ages, and I'm like, ooh, we're all, you know what I mean? Like, we're all scandalized as a woman. How about the fact that it's literally a tenderoni?
The year
a youngin', I'm like, so anyway. But I make the joke about her and Teddy, but I'm not in the sense of like, I mean, I do think those two are very companionable. And
well, I wonder if it's because Kyle is going through such a difficult time right now with her divorce that it's difficult for her to maybe start something new with a man. And so she's open to female energy because she knows her husband would be cool with that. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm totally cool if she's into, like, if she is like a full on lesbian, that's fine. But I just don't know if that's really her thing.
No, I don't think she's a full on lesbian. Well, I mean, you never know. She could, like, once people like get into something, but no. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, Kyle's gonna look like Melissa Etheridge.
Oh, right. Come to my window.
Well, she's kind of got that rock and roll look there. I'm just leaning, Kyle.
I could see it, especially as she gets older. I could see it.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't even care. It honestly, man, woman, whoever, that's fine.
Homeless or toothless, we don't care.
Yeah, don't play me for a fool.
I think her husband, Mauricio, is high-fiving her right now and is asking if she's having fun, and he does not care. And I think that's what is going on right now. Now, the thing is, I think PK has a thing for Kyle, and I think Mauricio has a thing for Dorit. And I think it's like a wife swap thing, but it's unspoken. No one's talking about it, and that's what we're going to see unfold. I think Mauricio is going to get with Dorit, and I think PK is going to get with Kyle eventually, or at least try to. I don't know. I don't think PK is really Kyle's type, but
I don't see it. I think Mauricio even has a girlfriend right now, actually, that he's had. Remember, there's those pictures of him greeting that woman, them like hugging and kissing at the airport.
Yes.
And he's also replaced his photo of him and Kyle with his Dancing with the Stars. I think Mauricio is having a good time dating younger, beautiful women. And I think, we kind of see Kyle unhappy about that in the beginning of the season. But the rumor is that when PK moved into his apartment, that he's got a new girlfriend too. And that's why he told Dorit that he wasn't going to be talking to her as much.
Oh.
I absolutely do see that, but I do think Mauricio has a thing for Dorit. I do, but it's like, how do you approach that? You have to be very cautious. You have to take your time. I mean, he's very good friends with PK, and So he's going to take his time with that. I think he has a thing for Dorit. I do.
I could see that.
And I think PK has a thing for Kyle. And it's going to take time. And we've already heard, like he's texting her and all that stuff. I think Kyle especially is not interested in PK. He's not her type. But I think Dorit is open to Mauricio. So we might see something happening there. We'll see.
What the heck storyline is Erica gonna bring? That's what, like, what did I don't know. Am I missing a part of the trailer?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I was thinking about who's like storylines, who's bringing what. You know what I mean? And I was like, what's Erica's storyline this year?
Erica is the good friend because she had 2 hard years. They're gonna let her coast, and she is being the go-between and the friend to both Kyle and Dorit.
She is. She's being the fence, and they're
She's being the Cynthia of the season.
Yes. Erica is trying to renew her image. She's trying to be the nice lady. She's trying to be the good friend. She's trying to be the good friend to Dorit, the good person, the person you can count on. She's trying to renew her image.
I will say the woman looks amazing.
She looks incredible.
She just, I have to, like, everybody is so super skinny, and she is too, but like her fashions and confessional and all that shit, and she looks young too. I'm like, damn, Erica. I just, whatever. But I have noticed
I
that.
can have her fucking surgeons.
I'm serious. I'm like, gosh, woman. Yeah. My hat's off to her this season. She's on fire that way. And I think that Jennifer Tilly is a hoot.
She's a hoot. She's awesome. I love her.
Quirky hoot. Yes.
She's that delightfully so rich and out of touch.
Yes, she's like a different flavor of Kathy Hilton's, like, Who's Hunky Dory.
She's like Kathy Hilton in that she doesn't need to be on the show. She doesn't give a crap, and she's going to be herself, and she's not going to cause any unnecessary drama. And, she's great in that way. But, that's why we love the other ladies, is because they are going to cause unnecessary drama because they need to, like, keep their spot on the show. So, like, that's why Garcelle is causing the drama. That's why Dorit is causing the drama. It's because they're trying to hold on to their spot, and, Jennifer Tilly's not going to give that. Kathy Hilton's not going to give that. They're perfectly fine with her without the show.
I think they had to promise Kathy that they would never let, like, what happened with Lisa Rinna happen again.
Mm.
Lisa Rinna was a nightmare, and I'm glad she's off the show. She was just a bully, period, and I'm glad she's gone.
Now, Garcelle bringing up that she thinks that PK had something to do with the robbery. I see why people are like over Garcelle. There are some things that you don't say.
Right.
And that one, like, Dorita's going through, and like on the Housewives shows, when somebody's going through like that, even if you don't like them, you back off. Like with Wendy, and like Wendy was fighting with Candace and something happened and she didn't reach out to Candace, but she was also like, no, Mia. She didn't reach out to Mia, but she was also like, I wasn't going to reach out because it would be insincere. However, I, didn't attack you, kept my mouth shut about it, just kept it classy. I feel like Garcelle attacking Dorit while she's down isn't classy.
So that part, it's like, is Garcelle just trying to stay relevant on the show? Like, okay, I get it. I get what she's saying. And now what she's basically saying is like, oh no, I don't think Dorit had anything to do with it. I think it was PK. I think PK had something, manufactured this whole thing. Okay, so I mean, yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna give Dorit the benefit of the doubt that this actually happened, and I feel really bad for her, and I don't want to hear someone's.
Also, her kids were home.
Yes, it sounds
And that's
awful.
why, if it was just her by herself, that would still be really low. Because then you're getting into like, real domestic violence, maybe somebody even trying to, off their spouse for money. Like it can go really, really dark, really, really quickly. And I just feel like unless you have proof, that's not a can of worms you open.
I think it's because the kids and Dorit were home. They had come home early, and like that's what makes me like just um lean towards not believing that PK planned it, because if nobody was home, then you definitely have me intrigued. But I think what, like, back to your point, Alex, what you're saying is that it doesn't even matter what we think either way, because the kids were there, because Dorit's life was threatened. But I also think, to your point though, Alex, Garcelle has never liked Dorit. She hasn't. And like Dorit has put 25 on 5 with Garcelle a lot. And so I think Garcelle's just trying to stay genuine to how she feels. And um that's why it's not playing well, Alex, to your point, right? Because if most people are a little bit more strategic, and they like decide to like have an alliance or whatever, we call them fake for being friends with certain people, because they know that if they're not during this period of time, they're going to get it.
Yes, when I first met Dorit on the show, I wondered if she was genuine. I didn't like her very much. I thought she was fake. I thought she was pretentious. The more I see her on the show, the more I realize this is just how she is. And in fact, she's actually playing herself down to like try to relate to people. This is just how she is. She can't help it. And I've actually grown to really like Dorit. And yeah, I think Garcelle accusing her of this horrific thing that happened to her, accusing her that this was a lie.
It's poor form. It's
Yeah,
poor.
it's bad taste.
And
Yes.
also, to your point, Sky, people would always say that Elektra on Pose was overacting. And I would just look at them. I'd say, really, you don't know anybody in real life that's that dramatic? You don't? You sure about that? You sure that's overacting? Because I think I know somebody that actually acts like that in real life. And then they look at me and they're like, oh, you're right. You're right. Maybe it's not overacting because this is you.
Mhm.
So I get it. I'm like, there are people in the world that are like that. And you're like, they're putting on for the kid. No. Just think, you know somebody like that.
Yes, Dorit is really just that fabulous. She really does speak, what it was, it 2, 3 different languages. She really is that fabulous. She really can't help it. And she really does try to dumb it down for the camera as much as she can. She can't help it. That's really how she is. And the fact that I'm saying this, trust me, this is something that I did not like to read at first. I thought she was pretentious. I thought she was awful. I thought she was, too much at first. And now I realize this is how she is. I hope she does find some fabulous billionaire that can let her be who she is, because this is who she is and she cannot help it. I mean, that's like the funniest thing to say. It's really a compliment, but she really can't help this is who she is. And yeah, Garcelle has something out for her. She won't let it up, and any little thing that Dorit does, she kind of like goes after her, and it's like, let it go already. Dorit's just, she's just a human being like all the rest of us. She's, imperfect. She's okay, you know.
True. Very true. My goodness. Well, we've covered about half of the year with the hot topics, and it's been about an hour. So we're going to cover the rest of the year on the next episode of this. But I'd like to thank both of you for joining me. And Aaron, let the people know where they can find you.
You can catch me on Instagram at psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs if you would like to get a psychic reading. I offer the BIFAs, the Friends of Family discount. And you can also catch me on Ray All Day's channel. We're currently reviewing Southern Charm.
All righty. Well, we will see y'all soon. For something.